Greetings, everyone. Although this is a special anniversary, collecting packets of the leverages based on my accomplishments, my astonishments, and things what I reserve and deserve, and the stuff what I've earned throughout the years, and the seasons of the decades, based on my accomplishments, the things where I started, and things where I ended. Although my journey has been continued in the global network administrations, such as the Asian Media Express. Although happy Chinese New Year's, everyone, to those that participate and volunteers in the Chinese New Year's anniversary, the year of the horse, the year of the zodiac. Although that started at the beginning, it all started back in 1993, back in my youth age. I started to get to know, the Chinese and Asian culture. Back in the kid years, I never knew about Japanese and Chinese culture, what they do, how they dress, whatsoever. At that time, I used to believe it's strange all the time, but it's weird, it's nonsense. In 1994, since I based on family and friends, and take me to based on the galleries and anniversaries, events whatsoever. Usually the restaurants, buffets, the traditions whatsoever, and performances. I used to have no understanding as well. That's until when we grew up and understand from one to another. In 2003, back in April 6, 2003, I started to learn Japanese kanji. And then May 4, 2003, I started to learn Chinese, Mandarin Chinese, and Hong Kongese. That's when I started. Was I learning, global, language community services, language arts. In June 2003, since my father gave me this souvenirs, the bell. This is what they do, the Yankees and Shindings. They're 23 years old. They still sound great though. Back in the UK, he brought this from China when we were in the business class. In travel business, we work for an agency in the UK, Germany whatsoever. This is why I invented back in 2008. That time, trying to walk, and sometimes the fans associated, they're amazed because of my Mandarin Chinese skills though, back in 2008. That's within the Beijing Olympics back in 2008. That's why I invented. Inside here, there's a symbol of the dragon, representing the symbol of the Chinese culture, legendary creature in Beijing, the Ming Dynasty, the capital of Beijing, the Great Wall of China. In 2010, says he gives you have your best customer, relatives and friends. What have since I getting used to, Japanese Chinese culture. But then I'm used to making friends, having friends who represent from Eastern Asian countries. It doesn't matter if Japan, China, South Korea, Taiwan, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Burma, Mongolia as well. Although it's very cool, those are my favorite traditional, destinations to travel, opportunities of vacation. It's 2013, since it's the 10th anniversary, we're only in Japanese, kanji, and Chinese language. There's our master. 2008, that's when I started to learn, Korean. South Korean, this is my friend. That one girl, his name is Jung, representing from South Korea, Federal Democratic Republic of South Korea. She taught me how to speak their language. And then you get used to it, man. 023, this is the 30th anniversary, speaking and mastering the Japanese and Chinese language. This is how since I ended up having this suit, the whole 24, since the year of the dragon, that's how I get rewarded for the squirrel, this Mandarin squirrel, the Chinese squirrel. This is a souvenir, it's a gift. Been to all over China as well. Although I've been to these countries as well, several times. Great souvenirs, keep this as a collection package. Back in 2008, met those Chinese representatives, those business people. They came from Beijing, China. So I met them in the community service. They were so amazed, they're so convinced, since I've been very outstanding, I speak Mandarin very well. They wanted to give me the score, they were looking for me. until the next meeting, I have the squirrel, the ancient squirrel, made centuries ago. Medieval China, back in 900s, 800s, back in 80 BC, the Mulan and stuff, the imperial dynasty. Well, this is why we're with these suits, the traditional hat, that matches the symbol, the Chinese culture, the tradition and the heritage in their society. Plus the background, these are red, black is what's her. This is a jacket I wear as well. For the performance, designs. As a symbol of the dragon. And then currently, this is what I earn. Because that one Asian man is a salesman in Chinatown. He was surprised that the first Nissan, European maverick, I know how to do kung fu. But I received this as a prize. The bonus, that is. He gave this to me as a token of the reward and traded him a token of the honor. Now, I appreciate him for that. It's that I speak Chinese to him as well. Hong Kongese. Based on Bruce Lee, if you represent from British Hong Kong, also China as well. Jet Li, Jackie Chan as well, the legendary icons. That should be it until the next season, next souvenir.